All right, so you're a creator, and you're probably thinking, my audience, way too small for brand deals. Well, get ready because you're about to find out you have a secret power you didn't even know existed. Let's dive in. Seriously, this is the one thing I hear all the time. The biggest insecurity for so many creators is, my audience is just too small. But what if I told you that thought is not just wrong, it's actually the complete opposite of the truth? Yeah, we're about to flip that whole idea on its head. Just look at this number, 69%. That's how many brands are actively planning to partner with nano or micro influencers. They're not looking past you, they are literally looking for you. Your size? It's not a bug, it's a feature. The whole game has changed. And guess what? It's tipped right in your favor. Okay, so let's talk about this secret superpower of yours. And no, it has nothing to do with your follower count. It's all about the unique value that you bring to the table. You've got something the huge mega influencers just can't have. And it's the one thing brands are absolutely desperate to get their hands on right now. And hey, just so we're all on the same page here, if you've got under, say, 75,000 followers, we're talking about you. These aren't just some random labels. They describe a very specific, very real kind of power. The power of a super engaged, laser-focused audience. But why? Why are brands so interested in you? Well, it's definitely not by accident. There are actually 5 key strategic reasons that make you a way smarter investment for them. Let's break them down. All right, reason number 1, and this is the big one. You have a hyper-focused niche audience. Think about it. A mega influencer is like shouting into a giant stadium. They're talking to millions of people with a million different interests. But you're having an intimate conversation with a small group of people who hang on your every word about a specific topic. For a brand that wants to reach exactly that group, your voice is pure gold. Number 2, you drive way, way higher engagement. It's simple, really. Since your audience is smaller, that connection is so much more personal. It's a real community, not just a crowd. Your followers feel like they know you. They're invested, they're in your comments, they're asking you questions, and this is the part brands care about, they actually act on what you say. That's what conversions are all about. And this quote from Katie Stuckley just nails it. You're much better off with 1,000 followers who actually care about what you have to say, and brands feel that way too. They've learned the hard way that 1 million followers who just passively scroll by are worthless. They're so done with vanity metrics. They want real, authentic influence. Reason 3 is all about relatability. You look at someone like a mega influencer, and their life is this glamorous, totally unattainable thing we watch from a distance. But you're relatable. You're authentic. Your audience sees themselves in your content. And that builds a kind of trust that is just priceless. You can't buy that. And the last 2 reasons are just as powerful. First, you can be a real partner, almost like you're part of their team. And second, you fit their budget. It's way less risky for a brand to test the waters with you for a few $100 than it is to gamble thousands on one post from a giant creator. It's just smart business for them. Okay, so now you get it. You understand why you're so valuable. But now for the fun part, the how. This is your 5-step battle plan, a totally actionable roadmap to get you from right here, right now, to landing that first deal. All right. Here's the plan. First, we'll prime your presence. Then we'll research the best fit brands. After that, it's all about being proactive in pitching. Then we'll cover negotiating your rates. And finally, the most important part, how to persist through rejection. Let's jump into step 1. Okay, step 1 is all about getting your own house in order. Before you invite any brands over, you gotta clean up a bit, right? That means posting consistently. A content calendar is your best friend here. And you have to make it super, super easy for them to find you and instantly get what you do. So your profile needs to be crystal clear. Something like, I help busy people cook healthy meals. Boom. A brand knows exactly who you are and who you serve. All right, step 2, research. This is where you become a detective. Start with brands you already use and love. That's the easiest pitch because it's real. Then snoop around a bit. See what other creators in your niche with a similar follower count are doing. And don't be afraid to think outside the box. Maybe you're a gaming channel. Instead of just pitching game companies, what about a company that makes ergonomic chairs or blue light glasses? Get creative. Now, I know pitching can feel scary, but you have to remember this number. Only 5% of brands are actively out there looking for creators. What does that mean? It means the other 95% are just waiting. They're waiting for someone like you to show up with a great idea. You're not bothering them when you pitch. You are literally bringing them a solution. You're helping them. Which brings us right to step 3, the pitch itself. And please, do not just send a cold, generic email. You gotta warm them up first. Think of it like dating. Engage with their posts, maybe even create some unpaid content and tag them. Then, when you're ready, you send a tailored email. Yeah, an email, not a DM, it's more professional. And attach your media kit. That kit is your resume, showing them exactly why you're awesome. And hey, when it comes to that email, don't agonize over the subject line. Just keep it simple and to the point. Something like partnership idea. Your niche, X brand name is perfect. It's clear, it's professional, and it tells them right away that you've got an actual idea for them. Step 4, talking money. I know this is where a lot of people freeze up, but having a simple rate card, kind of like this example here, gives you a solid place to start. And remember, these are just starting points. Don't be afraid to be flexible. If a brand isn't sure about your rate, you can offer a hybrid deal, like a smaller upfront fee plus a commission. It's a great way to get your foot in the door and prove you can deliver. And finally, step 5. This one is all about mindset. Let me be real with you. You're gonna get no's. It's gonna happen. But a no is not failure. It's just data. A no today is really just a maybe for tomorrow. Budgets change, marketing plans change. The key is to stay persistent, stay professional, and don't take it personally. Okay, so you did. You landed your first deal. That's huge. Seriously, congrats. But this isn't the end. It's just the beginning. Now we start playing the long game. It's all about turning this one-off gig into a real, lasting partnership. So how do you make that happen? First, you over-deliver. You knock it out of the park. See, over 40% of brands want long-term partners, but you have to give them a reason. After the campaign, send them a report with all the stats. Show them the results. And then, and this is the pro move, be proactive. Pitch them an idea for their next campaign. That's when you stop being just a creator and start being a real content entrepreneur. So let's bring it all home. Your size isn't a weakness. It's your superpower. That niche audience you've built, that's a gold mine. And now you have a 5-step plan to make it all happen. So the only question left is, with this unique voice you have and this incredible trust you've built, who's the first brand that gets to hear from you?